My presentation is about the art of Islamic literature, and so this is going to be about like calligraphy and works of like philosophers and stuff. So the ones that I'm going to go over are I'm going to completely butcher these names, so I apologize. Al-Qadi Abd al-Jabbar, Ibn Arabi, Farid ad-Din Attar of Nishapur, I think. So the first one is I can't pronounce the name. I'll just call him Abd al-Jabbar. He was born in 935 CE in Asadabad in Iran, and he died in 1025. He was a Mutazilite theologian, and I believe that was like one of the religions back then. He was also a Shafi'ite jurist, and the term gibberish is derived by him because he would um from what I found online, he would only like kind of speak in gibberish and it would be up to other people's interpretation to really understand what he's talking about. But yeah, it's derived from his last name. And the second one is I'm not gonna try to pronounce that again. I can't do it. He was born in 1165 in Mercia and died in 1240 CE. He was a major Muslim philosopher, and his works covered all Islamic sciences. He was called Al-Shaykh al-Akbar, that means greatest master by Sufi tradition, and that title only goes to one person. Like it just proved like he was a really smart guy, and they really honored him back then. And then, not gonna pronounce this one again either. I only gave it one shot. Um, there isn't really much background on this guy, but he was from Nishapur, which is um his title, and it was a significant city in Khorasan, and that's presently northeast of Iran. And he was possibly born on 1120 CE and was estimated to have died around 1193 to 1235 CE. And he was a Persian and Muslim poet, but was only recognized by hometown. He was a hagiographer, which is kind of like a biography on like saints, and a theoretician of mysticism. Um, so Al-Jabbar wrote many books. Most of his work from his 20-volume series on Mughni have been published. Two of his works, Shar al-Khamsa and Al-Muhit Teklif, have been lost, but commentaries are provided. And the following is called Critique of Christian Origins, and it analyzes the Bible, miracles, church rituals, as well as a historical and theological approach to Christianity. And I believe this was found by two guys at Brigham Young University that translated this. And this is just like an example of what that book was. Um, and then this next guy, he wrote several hundred books, and he wrote the Bezels of Wisdom. And it discusses themes of divine love and wisdom, and it also references like symbolic examples of biblical figures. And here's like a calligraphy from him that I was able to find. I'm pretty sure this isn't from the same book, but like it was just an example that I found online. And for the last one, he was known for four of his writings, although some of his other work appears to have been scrapped by himself. The writings are Book of Secrets, Divine Book, The Memorial of the Saints, and Mantek al Tyre, translated to the Conference of the Birds. And the Conference of the Birds explores themes of Sufism. The story focuses on the birds of the world venturing to find their king named Simurgh. They have to traverse across 7 valleys while many die in the process. Only 30 birds are left and the Simurgh is nowhere to be found. It is then found out that the Simurgh is a combination of the words 30 and bird, which is the 30 birds that made it to the end. And the folio painting had been done by an artist named Habibullah Saba in 1600 CE. It was done by ink, opaque watercolor, silver, and gold. And I think these drawings are really pretty. Like on this one, it has the picture in the center of the poem. And I just think they're like really nice looking, so I included them. And to conclude, it is very interesting to see how art can come in so many forms. It can even just be as simple as calligraphy. Not only does it express the art of literature, but it also ties in that physical connection of art through precise strokes of ink. It's also incredible how these 3 philosophers still carry their words centuries later through translations. It really goes to show how much effort and value that they put into their work and how it empowers other people in a thought-provoking way. I think that their use of their culture and religion paints a good picture of how the Islamic people respected their philosophers. And here are all of my sources. And that's the end of it.